Okay, hi guys. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight, myself and Angela, we're going to talk a little bit about um, joining a network marketing business, and we're going to talk also regarding our business that we joined. So, to start off, when you think about jobs and places that you work at, what are some of the things, Angela, that you can think of that what would be like an ideal job for you?
So ideal job. Let's say I make my own hours. I don't have to ask for time off. I can negotiate pay, or I get paid for the amount of effort I put in, not necessarily just the job title. Economy proof. So, if something happens in the economy, it's not one of the jobs that's first to go. Unlimited vacation time. Those would be some of the starter things, I would say.
Right. So, actually, what do you do for a living now?
So right now, I'm currently an assistant manager at Victoria's Secret, and I also do It Works Global. So those two.
Okay, and so now with your job now in retail, what type of flexibility, do you have or do you not have with your current position?
Well, I have to be there at least 40 hours a week. Those hours are not set. They're very random. It can be anywhere from 9 to 6, 11 to 8, 10 to 7, 1:30 to 10:30, Monday through Sunday. So any day of the week. There's really not a set anything. It's just what I get scheduled, and then I have to work it.
Right. So for myself, I actually, before I started my own business, I was a medical laboratory scientist. I worked at a hospital, and all of you guys know hospitals are open 24 hours, 365. So for me, we still worked 40 hours a week. I wasn't salary at the time, but to try to compensate, like I pretty much worked every single shift possible. I was on day shift for a little bit. Then I started on second shift. Then I also went to third shift while I was in graduate school. Then with that being said, I tried every shift to try to compensate for my family. As most of you guys know, I have 4 small children, and trying to be around and be at home with the kids was something really important that I wanted to try to do. But even when I worked third shift, by the time I got home in the morning when the kids were gone, I was like exhausted. And so I don't even think I slept good in the daytime. So then when it was almost time for them to get out of school and it was time for me to be getting like those last crucial hours of sleep, it was just terrible. So for me, I was used to working. And like I said, I was also in graduate school the majority of the time, my last year of working, and I was like going to sleep. I was staying up over 24 hours many days, trying to finish my degree and work my job. And I think that one of the important, or not necessarily important, but one of the things that we think about most of the time is that we are usually set on going to school, or we're taught that, you go to college, you get a great job, you work there for 40 or so years, and then you retire. As far as your upbringing and your thoughts, Angela, what was I guess, installed into your mind growing up, or what did you think, how things were going to be?
So I would say pretty much that would be in line with what I was taught. Was definitely, get good grades in school, go to college. That wasn't even an option. I mean, it wasn't even something, I didn't even consider anything else. That was the logical next step. Go to school. Of course, I think it's crazy that, at 18, who really knows what they want to do for the rest of their lives? So it's a lot for a college student or a high school student really, to decide, okay, I want to study this, and that's what I'm going to like 10 years from now. You really have no idea. So yeah, I definitely grew up knowing that I was going to go to college and get a degree in something, and then work in that something until I was too old to work, you know, and save money. I was definitely taught the value of saving, investing, and a few other things so that, you know, it could offset retirement, because the United States and the world is changing as far as retirement, and it's not what it used to be 50 years ago, where you could just work that one job and then, you know, stop working and then live however long, because of course people are living longer. So when, you know, Social Security was, you know, 50 years ago, you really weren't expected to live more than maybe 10 years after you stopped working. Now people are living 20 and 30, 40 years after their last day at work. The economy's not set up for that. It's not set up to take care of you for 40 additional years. Your job isn't able to, and that's why you got the New York, the system, the subway system. They're paying all these retirees, and they're going broke because it wasn't meant for that. These people are supposed to be gone. So yeah, but I would say as far as my upbringing, it was definitely to go to school, get a job, or get a career more so, and then work at that career until you know, retire, or that's it. And there really wasn't much after that.
Right. I mean, that's, like I said, that's pretty much the same for myself. The only difference being the more I started working, I started to realize that I was tired of answering to my boss. I was tired of somebody telling me, you know, Terry, yes, you can take off this day and go eat lunch with your daughter, or yes, you can have this day off because you're sick. Like, I got tired of asking for things that I feel like, you know, are your natural, you know, rights. So for me, even before our business, I actually started my own business because, like, my own another business, because I was determined to be my own boss, because I just was like enthralled with the ideas. I'm going to set my own hours. I'm going to work as much as I want, this, that, or whatever. But so for me, I already knew that just working in the corporate world just wasn't going to cut it for myself, especially with what I wanted for my life and my children and those freedoms. So thinking about, I guess, so we said you were talking about for your ideal job, what were some of the key factors again that you said you wanted for your ideal job?
I would definitely say the biggest part would be working what hours I want to work. That would be probably the number one thing. And then with that would be taking unlimited vacations. I know that sounds crazy, but to me, if I'm giving 110%, or if I'm giving 100% at work, it's almost like I was taught, you know, a long time ago at another job, you know, if I'm off for 2 or 3 days, my area or whatever I'm responsible for should continue working just as hard, because I have became a leader versus just someone who just goes through the motions. So when you're truly a leader, you don't have to be there 52 weeks a year for it to continue rolling. So anyways, unlimited vacations, or maybe at least enough to where you're not feeling so burnt out. I think most Americans take one. I don't even know if it's one whole vacation that most Americans take. But I know a lot of people who only have 2 a year, you know, and normally when they take those vacations, they're not even going anywhere because A, they don't have the money to, or B, they're just tired. So people will spend their entire vacation sleeping.
Right. I mean, that's exactly what I did. I didn't even vacation for the last 3 years at my job. And when I did, like, I used up all my sick time on maternity leaves that had none left. Vacation times, I never used any. And then I ended up using some vacation just when I got married. So that was pretty much it. And I didn't even stay off a whole week for my wedding. I got off like 2 days before. I got off like 2 or 3 days after. Didn't even get to go on a honeymoon right afterwards. So my job pretty much ruled my world for me to be able to pay for and to support my family and, you know, make sure things were going to be the way that I wanted them to. But so I'm going to say I stumbled across. My parents were actually in a network marketing company a long time ago when I was younger. And I didn't really pay that much attention to it because I was, like I said, I was young. That's what they were doing. And so when the thought of network marketing came back to me, it kind of made me, I wasn't sure about it. I was a little bit, torn, but at the time, the company offered a product that would go well with my other business that I had just started. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just give it a shot for that product to sell. Little did I know, the more that I started understanding what network marketing was about, the more I realized like this is the perfect job for me. So now, I don't know if you guys know, but I am, I guess you want to call it retired, rewired, whatever you want to call it. So I stay at home and I work from home all day long on social media, and I talk to people face to face, go to the grocery store, do what I want. And I'm still able to impact people's lives and help them the same way that I was, as working in the medical field. The only difference there, I was, giving out diagnoses and telling people results of their tests, which is now, to me, it's a little bit on the other side. I actually get to help prevent people's illnesses. But like I was saying, so for me, network marketing, one of the things that was key, I guess, what are some of the things, the perks for you, Angela, when you think about network marketing that drew you to the industry?
Right. So first I'll say that I really never knew anyone that was a part of network marketing. I mean, I might have known like a friend of a friend of a friend, but I never really had any close family members or friends or coworkers or anything that did network marketing. So I was pretty oblivious to the entire industry. I mean, all I can remember growing up is maybe the Avon lady. That's about it. Like, and I didn't really understand. I just knew she must get some benefit because she's the one bringing the lotion. I don't know. But as far as network marketing, I actually joined kind of sight unseen. I just joined because, you and my upline, Calicia, were very passionate about it. And I was like, well, whatever they're doing must really be fun. So I'll just join and see where it goes from there. And I'm, of course, glad that I did because I was able to unlock the basically unlimited potential that network marketing provides, and not just, with our company, because a lot of times people, in network marketing will only talk about their company. Now, when I think of network marketing, I'm talking about the industry. People are just not aware, not necessarily just how much money that you can make, but the impact, like you said, I get text messages daily from customers who are changing their lives, whether it be weight loss or someone who's always fought skincare issues. And now, they finally found something that works for them. And it just makes sense. I look at Facebook all day long. And even if you're not on Facebook all day long, you see people in person. And what do? Hey, I just went to this restaurant down the street. Aunt Joe's restaurant is the best. They have the best ribs ever. And what do? You may not run out and go to Aunt Joe's today, but you're going to go because you're like, well, I trust you. You're my friend. You said it's good. You cook well. So I'm going to go to, this place and try it out. Or you might see people posting their Jordans on Instagram. And guess who's making money off of that? Jordan and Nike a little bit. But, if there was a way for people to get paid for that advertising for posting their Jordans, they're already doing it.
I might even go buy some. I don't even have Jordans, but I would go buy some.
I don't either, but it's something you're already doing. It's something that you already do. A lot of times people are a little scared. I don't know people. I don't know what to do. You already talk about the things that you like. If I go out and check the mail, there's always a neighbor who's talking about something, whether it be the schools, because obviously I have small children and people may talk about the different schools. Guess what? You're advertising for those schools and you're getting $0 and 0 cents. Matter of fact, you're paying the schools to teach your kids and you get no benefit other than just telling me about it. I have a swim teacher that Sebastian has went to for the past 3 years. And I think it's great that she does this business where she teaches. It's actually a company where they get certified and they're able to privately teach your children basically how to save themselves. Long story short, I probably sent her 15 families that have actually signed up, you know, through her. And it's not cheap. It's like $600 to $700 for these swim lessons. I didn't get anything from sending those people. I was going to do it anyway. I was going to tell them about it anyway. So basically, I just like the idea of network marketing because it's something you already do, and it basically just adds a income variable to it.
Right. So for me, one of the things like you already touched on, people already advertise products every day. So network marketing basically means that you're advertising, or you're not necessarily advertising, but you're sharing it word of mouth. So we share products. Like I said, I'm not a salesperson. I am a scientist. So, you know, I was able to be successful just by being passionate, and I knew the opportunity that came from working in this business after I saw some other people's potential. So I was very passionate about owning my own time and being my own boss. So I put in time to get there. And like you said, if I see something that I like, or, you know, a lot of people like makeup, or, you know, concerts, let's say Beyonce, happy birthday, Beyonce, you know, just different things, people are going to talk about it. So once you talk about stuff like that, you're just doing free advertising for people, and you're not getting anything. In this industry, you advertise for a company, and the thing that I love, however much time and effort you put in, that's what you get paid for. When I was on my job, no matter, like, yeah, if I worked overtime, I got overtime. But no matter like how hard I worked to make sure like the test was perfect, nothing was going wrong, I didn't even get really a pat on the back. Not really. It was just like, that's what you're supposed to do. Cool.
Right.
So no matter how much I tried to perfect stuff, I didn't get compensated for that. And a lot of the times I actually worked a lot of overtime just because nobody else would. And I was the one who had the youngest kids in my whole lab. And I missed out on valuable time with my children that I can never get back. And for me, you know, they're young. That's not okay. I don't want my kids remembering mom never being home, because they're too young to understand that mom was trying to make money to, like, you know, help us provide, versus she's just not here. And that's kind of how what they used to start saying, like, well, you're not ever here, or you're always asleep, you're always tired. And that just started to really get to me. And so I'm glad that this opportunity came up and I was able to catch wind of it and start being really successful with it. One of the benefits for us, so like I said earlier, network marketing to me is a different way to do things, but you get paid for how much work you put in, especially with our company. So as you know, Angela and myself, we are a part of It Works Global. It Works Global is a health and wellness company that's known for that crazy wrap thing that I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen online, or if you haven't, it's our sizzle product. It's a one-of-a-kind product. Nobody else has the wrap. So that already gave us like an edge on other companies that have some similar products that you know, go get at Walmart or the drugstore, other things like that. Nobody can get our wrap from anywhere but through an independent distributor. And one of the things that really drew me into the business, like I said, we have an amazing healthcare product line, and I've seen many people's lives change and just prevent these illnesses that people get sick with. And you're going to the doctor, your insurance potentially can go up, your life insurance can go up because you're sick or your kids are sick, they have chronic illnesses. And now, I'm not saying that we cure chronic illnesses or diseases, but we definitely play some type of role in helping not have as many people sick as often. So for me, one of the big things about our company that I absolutely love is our company is built around a team. So like you see, I'm a double diamond. I could not get to double diamond by myself. So one of the big myths with a lot of network marketing is that we're a pyramid scheme. That's absolutely wrong. When I worked at my job, that was a pyramid scheme. There was a CEO that like ran the hospital. Then there was like, the top advisors. Then there was the managers. Then there was the supervisors. Then there was all the employees at the bottom that could just get, laid off, and it didn't matter. And so that's truly like the pyramid scheme when you think of that. This is not, I'm going to say it can be like a pyramid structure, but it's not a scheme, because in our company, I can't speak for everybody else's because I don't know, but for our company specifically, I can pass the person that put me into the business, and whoever's working hardest is going to reap that benefit. And that's like the great thing. And like I said, it's a team. So when I got to Double Diamond, I couldn't just sign up 100 people and then Terry goes Double Diamond. That's not how our company works. Our company, for me to promote, somebody under me had to promote. Somebody else on my team had to promote. Actually, a few people had to promote. So we are able to build each other and help each other and work together so we're all successful. And that, to me, is one of the biggest reasons I joined, because I didn't ever want to be in a position where I was making tons of money and then my team or my friends weren't making anything. That's just not the person I am. I couldn't live with myself if I just like signed people up to basically use them for my own success. I'm not that person. And so with us, we have a system set in place to where for me to go Double Diamond, I had somebody that went diamond in one of my legs, and I had somebody else in another leg going emerald, which means they had people under them that promoted as well. So we worked together for these promotions, and everybody got something out of it. And I feel like that's one of the biggest keys for me why I love our business and the way that it's structured. What's the thing that you love the most, Angela, about it works?
The most, I would say teamwork. Because even if I didn't enroll you, there's a lot of people here. I'm in Florida. There's a lot of people that reach out to me. They're not on my team per se. I didn't sign them up. I don't even know who signed them up, but they may ask me a question or two, or they might want to go hang out and talk to people about the business together. And it benefits us both. That's the cool thing. A traditional job or even a traditional career, if there is a position that is available, only one person can fill it, for the most part. And in our business, everyone can get to the top. There can only be one CEO of X company. There can only be one COO. There might be the board of directors. They're all millionaires. And then it continues down from there. But you can't walk in the door let's just say, as a cashier at X company that's making billions of dollars and become the CEO, because only one person can be that. Only one person can be in that role. Now, you can walk into X company, become a cashier, and then work your way up to management positions, but you're not going to work your way up to CEO. That's just not going to happen. But in our business, in network marketing, everyone can walk in the door as a distributor with 0 customers and 0 distributors and go from, 0 to 100. And everyone can go 0 to 100. There's not a cap on it. There's not, okay, we've got 50 distributors doing well, so that's it, and we're closed. No, we can just continue to add people, because guess what? That's going to add revenue to the business. So it benefits the business to have more people. It benefits them to have a good compensation plan so that we are able to be invested in the business. And obviously, to be a part of a business that has great products, that's just a bonus.
Right.
Products that I use daily, literally. When someone asks me, what do you use on your face? Or, your face is clear or whatever. If I was using Aveeno or Clean and Clear or whatever, guess what? I would say, oh, it's Aveeno, or it's Clear and, whatever the other ones are called. And guess who's getting that money? Clean and Clear.
Right.
or Walmart or Target or wherever they go to buy it. I mean, at that point, it's done.
Right.
But luckily, you know, with our business, when someone asks me, you know, what do I use on my face, or, you know, why is my hair growing faster, I can say, oh, well, I use, you know, a product that I just happen to sell. So here's my website.
Right.
And it's no different than if I would have told them it was a vino. I mean, I'm still telling them passionately, I'm using this product. You know, I drink great value apple juice from Walmart. So if someone comes to my house and say, man, this apple juice is good, where'd you get it? Oh, it's just great value from Walmart. But if I sold apple juice, then I would say, oh, well, it's the apple juice I sell. So I just happen to benefit from it.
Right. And something that you said that was a key point, like, so you're talking about our products. So with our company right now, when she was saying that there's room at the top, we have 100,000 distributors worldwide. There's 7 billion people on the earth. You know, there's so much room for growth and potential with this company. It's crazy. Some of the top network marketing companies that are going on right now have over 1 million distributors. We have 100,000. There's so much room for growth. You know, the sky's the limit with this company. And we're also in what's called the growth phase momentum, because we have 100,000. We are at a peak, and our company has been around, you know, since 2001. So it's not brand new. We're not like on the verge of, okay, we're about to close tomorrow. No, our company is reputable, and we know that it's here to last. And we know that our CEO, he believes in this. He wants people to be free. He wants you to get out of debt. And that is a huge thing. I have student loans up the wazoo. You guys don't even know. I'm talking about, me and my husband have over 100,000, over like about $200,000 in student loan debt. That is a lot of money that we have to pay back. And, you know, I'm working on a 5-year plan for us to be debt free with student loans. I expect to pay off $200,000 in loans in at least 5 years. And that is going to be a burden just lifted off of my shoulders. You know, as a mother, that was probably the hardest thing I ever went through when we just purchased our new home last year. The one thing that was holding me back was our student loan debt. And that hurt. And that also made me feel like the system is flawed. I went to school to get a better job to take care of my family. And now you're punishing me and not allowing me to buy a home because I went back to school. I should have just stayed at what I was doing. That was really messed up. And that like really, really caused me to change my focus, especially with this business and the opportunity compared to like what we've been taught. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't get a degree. I absolutely believe a degree is a great thing to fall back on. I'm all for that. But I also feel like we have to learn how to be independent and self-sufficient. Because when that job doesn't need you anymore, what are you going to do? A lot of things are moving in a more technological, you know, advancement. Machines are doing a whole lot of work. Even in the lab that I worked in, the machines were running tons of things in the lab. And so techs weren't needed as much. So, you know, that's just something scary, something to think about. But with this opportunity, you know, people are still always going to care about their health. People are always going to care about their wellness. They want to stay healthy. They want to live longer. They want to look good. They want to feel good about themselves. And that for me is like one of the big things that helps me keep going with this business. And, you know, a lot of people want to be a business owner. Like traditional businesses are great. Like I said, I own one. It cost me a lot of money to start it. And with this type of business, your initial investment is very small. My overhead a month with my other business is thousands of dollars. You know, I bought a website, which was thousands of dollars. With this business that we have that works, we only pay $99 to join. That is all it costs to own your own business. Then each month, our overhead, if that's what you want to call it, is about $100. And we pay $20 for a website. But with that initial investment, you get enough products that come to you in your startup kit that you can sell them and break even, like in your first week. And we have a product, like I said, that wrap, everybody wants to try it. Everybody wants to use it because it does work. We wouldn't be called It Works if it didn't. And, you know, you can sell those 4 wraps and make all your money right back. Easy, easy. How long did it take you to sell your 4 wraps that came in your kit?
A week, maybe. I was in Costa Rica when my kit came.
Right. She was getting married in Costa Rica. But, you know, in a week's time, you're able to pay for your kit you're able to pay for your startup costs. Not only that, you're able, like when you start, you could already be finding out people that want to buy these wraps when you get them in. And, you know, you can already pretty much have them sold as soon as your kit comes in the mail. And that's one of the great things. And like I said, every month, like Angela said, we pay $100, but we get products with that. So we either can buy more wraps and sell them. We can buy other products as well and sell them, or we use them. I mean, I use a skincare line. I use some of the weight loss products. I'm actually trying to get my body in shape. If you guys are following me on Instagram, to this free cruise that, well, they haven't announced the winners yet, but I won a cruise. So at least I'm just going to speak that into existence. So we have a free cruise going on in December that Angela's on it as well, that we're going to be selling to Mexico. But anyway, you know, so like I'm saying, I use the products myself every day, trying to get healthier, trying to, you know, be in shape so I can run around with my kids, so I can be here while they grow up. And, you know, it's just, you know, it's almost a no-brainer. I think as adults, or even, you know, as an adult, when you grow up, we don't really think about our health. And that is critical. You have one life to live. You're either going to respect that and do what you have to do to increase the longevity, or you're going to be sick, you're going to be ill, and you're going to cut your lifespan. So why not, you know, invest in your health as well? Because that's the way that you're going to keep going. Right. But I guess I want to say that, like I said, so for our company, it's $99 to join. We have amazing products. We have amazing skincare, everything. Not only that, for us to be successful, the way that our company's set up, we just go through 3 steps every single month. And we call them the steps to success. And that's what leads us to be able to reach the top of our company. And, you know, most people that join this type of business, they want an extra $300 to $500 a month. And that is great. For me, when I was working so hard, living paycheck to paycheck with my job, you know, $300 to $500 extra a month. When I got my first month, when I made my first wrap cash for the first month, I made over $350. I could tell, like, I get anxiety for money. I felt great. I didn't have to start stressing, like, oh my gosh, watching my bank account so much. I didn't have to do that. And then I realized this extra $300 to $500 actually makes a huge difference. And I don't think people really realize. They think that number is like maybe insignificant, but that number is huge. And that $500 a month is critical for our business, because that, you know, what we teach and help people to get to the point where they make $500 a month. Right. And once you teach somebody else how to do that, and then they teach somebody else, and they teach somebody else, like, everybody's business just grows. Not only is it growing, you are helping other people. And for me, like I said, I'm passionate about the opportunity, because I was overworked. I was tired of working. I was doing everything I could to get out of my job. That's actually why I went back and got my degree, because I was trying to get a better job, and really that didn't work. So I just know that for me, this opportunity has just been a weight lifted off my shoulder. Like I said, I'm stay-at-home mom. I get to see my kids whenever I want. If I want to take them to daycare, I can. If I want to pick them up early, I can. When the daycare lady is like, okay, my son's sick, or I'm closed for the day, I don't have to scramble for a babysitter. I don't have to do any of that, because I'm at home and they can stay at home with me. And I absolutely love that. And my kids, you know, this is my first year being home when my kids started school, and them just being like, if they're going to remember, mommy walked me to school on my first day, or mommy was on the bus stop. You know, mommy's at home when I get home. Those are things for me that are invaluable. And I'm just at the point to where I just can't wait to get other people on this journey with me so they can experience the same stuff. Because I went through a lot, or I've been through a lot, but just owning your own time and having that freedom to do what you want to do,
right.
is words can't explain. And like I think I posted the other day, you're gonna work anyways in life. You're gonna work for somebody. Why not that somebody be yourself? Because you're gonna be looking out for your best interest over anybody else. That's just the fact of the matter. So for me, this was what has changed my life. I can't wait to talk to some new people that are ready to change their life as well, because our team is fired up. We had like 7 or 8 promotions last month. Yeah. 3 people hit that rank that makes an extra $500 to $600 a month. That was great. I can't wait. I'm hoping for at least 5 to 10 people doing the same thing this month and getting out of debt and breaking those chains, living to your highest potential. It's just, that's what it's all about. Angela, do you have anything that, I guess, leaving somebody with about why they should join our company?
I would just say what my last distributor said when she signed up. What do you really have to lose to give it a try? For the most part, most people who go to my website see something they want to try. So that's not even an issue. So if you see something you want to try, the differences between being a customer in our company and being a distributor literally is being able to sell it or not. Like, the prices are the same. I don't get an extra something % off for being a distributor. I just get the opportunity to change my life financially as well as health-wise. So, when you think about it, do you have 4 friends? Do you have 4 friends who would want to try wrap? Or do you have 4 friends who would want to try facial? Or do you have 4 friends that you think would want to try something in our product line? I haven't had anyone tell me no to that. Even the people who haven't joined have sent me customers. And that's fine. You can send me customers, but if they're your friends, they would have bought from you if they're going to buy from me. So I would just say that if you're on the cusp, just think about it. I just went to a One Team, One Mission with our company last night in Orlando, Florida. And one of the ambassadors, an ambassador is the highest rank you can be in our company. They average a little under $600,000 a year. She started last year. She started in June last year. So you don't have to have a goal of making $600,000 a year. That might be like the person who wants to have a PhD in something. Everybody might not want to do that, but you can. You can. Once you realize you get to that rank that gets you the $599, which is a Ruby, basically, once you teach people to do that, you teach enough people, you're just going to get to ambassador. You just will. Whether you necessarily wanted that, I don't know who wouldn't want that, but unless that was your goal or not, you will get there. So it can be done. And like some of our leaders have said, and some of the books that we've read, even if it took you 5 years to get to $600,000, let's just say, 5 years are still going to happen. Still going to go by. Right. Every year I set my goal to learn Spanish. I got Rosetta Stone. I've had it for like 4 years until I tell myself, you know what, I'm going to do it. Until I commit that, twice a week I'm going to turn it on. Then it's just not going to happen. So nothing's going to change as far as me learning Spanish if I don't do anything about it. Right. So if you don't do anything about your financial situation or your aspiration to stay home more or to travel more, maybe you don't have kids and, walking someone to the school bus isn't part of your daily life, but maybe wanting to travel to Italy is, or maybe wanting to travel to Mexico on this cruise we're getting ready to go on for free. The second time, second cruise. So I know one thing, I've worked for a company for 7 years. I never got any free cruises. We had a bonus structure, but it was, depending on the store you were at, it was, next to impossible to really cap out on the bonus. And it wasn't based on my personal efforts. It was based on everybody, people I didn't have, necessarily control over and so forth. So I would just say, take that leap of faith, because it's $99. I guarantee you I spend that on, I mean, a number of things. I'll go to Kohl's and spend $50 and I don't even know what I bought, or I'll go to Target and spend $200 and couldn't tell you what it is. So maybe you don't have, $99 that you can say, I have $99, but you can make it work. I've had people who said, you know what, I don't have $99, but then I watch them spend $10 at lunch every day. So you make the sacrifices that you want to make if you want to actually put forth the effort. Because I could spend $20 at lunch every day, or I could spend none and make a sandwich and take some chips and maybe a bottle of water, So if the $99 is an issue, talk with whoever that's in the business, or Terry or myself, and we'll explain to you how you can get started without having that $99, So that's what I would say.
Right. Yeah, for me, like she said, I want to help people, because I know a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Like, it's too much. The number is too big, and there is a way that you can change your life. And like I tell people, like Angela briefly talked about, if it takes you, let's say it takes you 5 years to get to $10,000 a month. At my job, I had a cap. I couldn't go over so much. There was a maximum amount of money that my job made, no matter how hard Terry worked. It didn't happen. And with this though, no matter how, if I work harder than anybody in this whole company, guess what? I will be the top earner than anybody in this whole company. And the possibilities are endless. It's just all about, what are you going through right now? Are you at that breaking stone? Have you been praying and asking God for an answer? Are you tired of crying yourself to sleep at night? Because I used to get frustrated so bad when I had to wake up to go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning after I just went to sleep at 11, 12, putting a newborn to sleep. And I would be not necessarily scared, but I'm like, okay, what if the baby wakes up in the morning? My husband, he's not me. It was just a lot to think about and to deal with. But, you just get to a point where you realize your reasons why you think you can't join this business turn into why you have to join this business. And I'm telling you, if you take that leap of faith and you put all you have into it, you are going to see results. You are going to see a change in your life, and you will thank yourself that you took that risk to better your life, for yourself, for your kids, for your family, whoever it may be. And, you're just going to write your history. You're not going to have to worry about anything. And the good thing about network marketing that I just thought about, you don't have to come in with that great resume. Like with my job, I had to have my degree. I had to have certification. I had to have all these things. You don't need any of that for network marketing. It doesn't matter if you were homeless yesterday. As long as you're ready to join now and have no degree, you can make this work. And that's what I love about this industry. Anybody can do it. It's just all about you and how bad do you want it. And when I say that too, don't think you have to work 100 hours a week to be successful. That's absolutely not true. You can make this work, even working part-time, and start making full-time paychecks. But you just have to be committed and consistent. And I just want to let anybody else know, if you've been thinking about it and you're on the verge of trying to sign and you're not sure, just take the leap of faith. Just say yes to the opportunity and then figure out how to make it work. Because like Angela said, what do you have to lose? Like yes, it's $99. And if you don't do anything, you got 4 wraps. That's what comes in your kit. You can wrap yourself and have a great product. So, anybody that I personally have talked to and that was interested in tuning in tonight, please get back with me tonight, or, message me in the morning, or I'll follow back up as well. But this business is something special, and I'm really glad to be a part of It Works while it is in its momentum phase. And I would love having anybody on our team, anybody joining under Angela, any of my teammates, anybody, because I'm just ready to take over and show everybody, there's a better way. And I absolutely, truly believe that. And I want that for everybody. I want everybody to be at home with me. I tell my team all the time, I'm lonely. I'm bored. Everybody's at work but me. So that means for me, I got to go to work harder. And I'm ready to bring some other people home and let them do what they want to do, because I'm ready, to just share this business. The same with Angela. Angela's not saying anything yet, but she should be coming home in a month or two after she makes her next promotion. So, it took her a year of hard work, and then you get to go home and do what you want. I was in college for 4 years with my bachelor's. When I graduated, they tried to pay me $13 an hour. I'm sorry. I'm worth more than that, and I couldn't do it. I could not take that. So, imagine if I was in this business for 4 years, and then what would I have been making? Like, I don't even want to think about it, but just the reality of it is, that's crazy. Like, the possibility is crazy. If you give this business a year, it will change your life. And that I absolutely know is true. So I'm going to get ready to end this. I hear my baby upstairs screaming. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to send me a private message on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. Instagram, my name is I am Terry. I spell a little different. THIERRIE. And Facebook, my name is Terry Davis. Angela, what's your Instagram name?
Rapping. And my Facebook is Angela Self, like ELL, like selfie.
Right.
The one last thing I wanted to say was that when we talked about 70,000, I think there's 70,000 active distributors. I think there's 100,000 that are signed up. I went to a Beyonce concert, and there was 80,000 people there. Just at the Beyonce concert. All the distributors that work for our company could fit in that stadium in Miami. That's crazy. That's insane. So,
and I'm ready to take over this international.
Oh yeah.
As well. Because we're open, like I said, in 19 other countries. But yeah, like Angela was saying.
So.
All right, guys. Well, I hope everybody had a great night or has a great night. I hope we explained a little bit about our company and you have a better understanding. Like I said, if you still have some questions, feel free to get back in contact with me, Angela, or the person that sent you on this call. So have a great night. Talk to y'all soon.